What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be spraying a test fender just so I can get familiar with my new gauge. This is the 3M AccuSpray. It's an airflow control valve, so this is the first time using it, so I decided to use it on a test panel. I have many paint videos more to come, so I want to know what I'm doing before I actually um, proceed to mess things up. But anyways, the reason I'm testing this one today is because I'm using it on my Italco. This is the H3000B, and usually I run about 28, 29 PSI on the regulator, but as soon as I put this one in, it dropped down by half. So now it seems like I need to spray about 12 to 14 PSI. So I just want to make sure that's right, and if not, if I had to do adjustments, just to get familiar, like I said, just to get familiar with the gauge. And let me show you the color. All right, let me just, there you go, flashlight. So this right here is black. It's not just black, this is the metallic black, and not the black crystal diamond that I usually talk about. This one right here is a GM color code. So right here I have the gallon. So this one was mixed by O'Reilly's Auto Parts. This is my store number 564, and the code is 384A, and the name is Black Meat Cattle Effect. So this is General Motors between the years 2016 to 2020. I would say Cadillacs, maybe some luxury SUVs or something, but that's the name and that's the code right there. So that's what I'm going to be spraying, and well, it's just a few ounces just so I can spray like 1 or 2 coats on this fender. I already sanded this fender with 400 grit sandpaper, and it's ready to be sprayed. So I also showed on my last video the Flexzilla hose. This is brand new. It's a 3/8. It's a flexible hybrid polymer, and I still have this one over here just to check the output. But right here, I think I was gonna have it about 50 PSI, and then I'll just regulate on the airflow control valve right here, and because it also has a knob. So this is by 3M. I'll leave the links in the description, but this is by 3M and it has like high reviews. So let's go ahead and just connect our spray gun and to the air hose, put our mask, and we'll start painting this. Alright, I was testing the fan pattern at the wall, but here I have 12 PSI. Right here, fan all the way opened. Well, air pressure all the way opened. Fan all the way opened. And then fluid knob, I have 2 turns. There we go. Alright, so this is first coat, as you guys just saw, and that looks amazing. That was at 12 PSI. Sorry my voice is muffled, but I have the mask on. But that is just a beautiful coat. Really, it is. I've been running with about 30-29 because of the long air hose. It would build up pressure, so from the 28 it would build up to like 30. Every time I would squeeze it, it would go down, and I had a regulator over there at 30 plus a 50-foot hose. By the time I got to the gun, that built up pressure, and then I'd always think I was spraying like at 28 PSI, but with this AccuSpray airflow control valve, 12 PSI is what it says. And here it is. That was just a beautiful coat. Right now it's flash drying.
It's just a test fender, mind. But let's go ahead and let this flash. We'll come back with the second coat and see how that goes, and so far it's looking very good. Wow. Alright, this is the second coat, and just look at that. Let's see if I can focus better. There we go. Good. I locked it in. Just look at that coat right there. It's just beautiful. I've been doing it wrong, guys. I've been doing it all wrong. All the extra work I had to do just because the air pressure, but you know, it happens. This just opens up a window to a different way of spraying. I've been saying that I want to work on my own stuff because I want to actually like test out the gun and really adjust it to those perfect settings where you can get like exact results on every different project or whatever. Just spend some time with my gun. I've been spraying and just, you know, just with the settings that I usually carry, but you know, like just taking the time to experiment, see, was that it, does that work, adjust the settings a little bit more or whatever. But I'm gonna let this flash dry just a bit more, and then we'll spray whatever's left inside the gun, and then we'll add some clear coat and just see just how it looks at the end. It's gonna be the last coat before everything's done. It's at 12 psi. Right now. That was it. Alright guys, so that was all the paint, and this right here is the wet product. You know how the paint came out straight from the gun? Very nice, very nice. So I've been underestimating the power of the gun just because of the air regulator, but we didn't get to do a full pass, but that's okay. This is just a test panel, and you know, other than that, yep, those are just beautiful. It's just base coat. Right now we'll continue with the, let me turn on the flash. Right now we'll continue with the clear coat, but look at that. Whee! This is just metallic. Beautiful. Alright, so right now, once it's dry, I'll show you guys the uniform finish, and we'll continue with the clear coat. Alright guys, time for some clear. At the moment I still have the 12 psi. Yep. At the moment I still have the 12 psi, so I'm going to roll with that. If anything, I'll raise it to 14 psi, but let's go ahead and try it. Alright, this right here I wouldn't consider a good coat. I kept going with the 12 psi, and although I was considering raising it before I started, I went ahead and tried it anyways, and the droplets were pretty big, although it's still its first coat and I can fix it in a second. But for the first coat, the droplets were pretty big, so it was starting off, giving me that texture. So once it starts from the root cause right here, the ground clear, if it doesn't stretch out, well, the rest of the coats are just going to follow that pattern. So I need to continue with another coat right here. I raised up the pressure to about 14 psi. So before I let it flash any longer, I'm going to go ahead and just give it another coat with a little bit higher pressure. Okay, that was it.
Alright guys, so I'm done painting. So total it was 3 coats of the base and then 2 coats of the clear. And from what I found on this, just testing this test fender and using this 3M, I'm comfortable with 12 psi for the base coat. And I did a few test passes over here on, for using the base coat and the clear. So I found that 12 psi was pretty good for spraying the base coat. As for the clear coat, before going in, I knew I should have raised up the pressure at least to 14 so it could have a bit more pressure. So I started off with the 12, and it was a bit, the droplets were just a little bit too big, so it created the wave that you already see. But after that, I raised the pressure to about 14 and just kept on going, and that's where it fixed it. But the 12 psi first coat was just a little bad. Let me go ahead and put this over here. And one of the reasons that I put tape, I had the cup fall and the lid got a little bit dented. So, or the top of the cup got dented and the lid now sits a little, there's a little air gap. But I already have one of these. This is just bigger. This is 1,000 milliliters, and I think the other one is a 600, or they might be the same size. I don't know. But I have a replacement cup with a soft lid right here. It's a I read it somewhere there. But in here I also have a repair kit for that spray gun, so good to have. So the color right here, the only thing that came out wrong was that dirt nib, or it wasn't a dirt nib, but it's like something in the clear, I think. So because it looks like a little chunk of something. So that's the only one that came out from the gun. Other than that, small little spatters, or it might be solvent pops, who knows. But the actual clear, check this out. So the actual paint is black meat kettle. So if you look at it into the light, you'll see all the metallic. So very nice color. I think I showed you guys the paint coat at the beginning. So it's a very nice color. Anyways, let me go ahead and take it out into the sun, show you guys. and we'll close off the video. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for today's video. Check out my community tab. I have a poll right there asking you guys about what you think about a paint kit giveaway. So you guys can have a chance on winning a paint kit, whether a primer, sealer, and a single stage, or a base coat clear kit. So you guys can have a chance to paint your car, maybe at home, or take it to someone. But check out the community tab, or I'll try to leave a link down here somewhere. And that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.